polarization can be seen as a kind of long-term threat to the basic functioning of our society. It's one of the defining challenges of our time.
Polarization is a direct threat to truth, communication, and understanding. There are times when you can have disagreement, but it doesn't actually lead to mistrust or hate. Debate is necessary for us to thrive. We won't progress if we're never challenged, if we're never wrong.
We view polarization as a critical obstacle to humanity coming together to solve the existential problems. It is in the way of us flourishing. Templeton World Charity Foundation will fund research that takes a very systematic look at underlying mechanisms behind polarization and how to measure it and how it differs globally.
What are markers of polarization, and are there different kinds of markers in different kinds of groups, whether that's cultural factors or geographic factors that create that typology of different kinds of polarization?
Who better to inform research questions than people who know them well, the people who are practicing, the policymakers, the tool developers, people who are working with people on the streets who see these problems. Our researchers can then inform the development of new tools and techniques, policy and practices in the real world.
In order to deal effectively with the existential threats we face, we must find ways to resolve our differences.
We need to be able to have some type of discourse that doesn't necessarily have to be conflict.
So in other words, moving from this state of dysfunction, that is polarization, towards a state of flourishing using practical tools and solutions.
Success in this project is that the research has an understanding of the basic mechanisms of polarization in a global context, that we know how to measure it and predict what's happening, where, and the trajectory it's taking.
Have we changed the intellectual landscape? Is there a robust interdisciplinary community that has a global perspective on the issue of polarization, and is it thriving? That's going to be a metric of success.
Success in the long run is more collaboration, and that competition of ideas drives progress of a humanity that flourishes.
If we can do something now to help people flourish, it would be wonderful.